5.5 decades ago, a fragile vessel from Earth pierced the lunar silence, carrying humanity's audacious dream to touch another world. In the vast emptiness of the cosmos, where stars burn and galaxies spiral, a single moment in 1969 etched itself into the fabric of existence. The first footsteps pressed into the moon's ancient dust. The Sea of Tranquility, a barren expanse older than Earth's oldest mountains, became a stage for an event that reshaped what it meant to be human. Those steps, taken in the shadow of a distant blue planet, were more than a triumph of engineering. They were a declaration of our species' relentless curiosity, a spark that lit the universe with possibility. Today, 56 years later, that hallowed ground remains untouched by wind or rain, preserved in the vacuum of space. But what has become of that sacred site? How have the relics of that historic moment endured the moon's relentless hostility? And what does this frozen tableau tell us about our past, our future, and the fragile legacy we left behind? The journey to that moment began with a roar that shook the Florida coast. As a colossal rocket, a monument to human ingenuity, tore free from Earth's grasp. Inside, 3 souls rode a chariot of fire, their craft no larger than a modest living room, yet tasked with carrying the hopes of billions. After a 3-day odyssey across 384,000 kilometers of void, their destination loomed, a scarred grey world, silent for eons. The lunar module, a delicate spider of metal and foil, descended toward a landscape of craters and dust. Its landing site, chosen for its flatness, a rare oasis of calm amid the moon's chaotic terrain. On July 20th, 1969, the module touched down, and humanity crossed a threshold. The first words spoken on that alien soil echoed across time. A small step, yet a giant leap. For 21 hours, the moon was no longer a distant beacon in the night sky. It was a place of human presence, of purpose, of life itself, stirring the regolith that had lain dormant for billions of years. What they left behind was not merely equipment, but a testament to ambition. The lunar module's descent stage, a crumpled platform of gold and silver, still squats in the Sea of Tranquility, its purpose fulfilled. Nearby, scientific instruments stand as silent sentinels, a seismometer listening for the moon's faint tremors, a laser reflector still beaming precise measurements back to Earth. These tools, placed with care, transformed the moon into a laboratory, a partner in humanity's quest to understand the cosmos. Scattered around are smaller relics, tools, sample bags, a television camera, all discarded to lighten the load for the return journey. A flag, planted with pride, once fluttered in the minds of those who watched from Earth, though it was toppled by the exhaust of the departing module. And then there are the human touches. A disc inscribed with messages of goodwill from dozens of nations, a patch honoring those lost in earlier dreams of space, a golden olive branch symbolizing peace. Even bags of waste, human, unpoetic but undeniable, were left behind. A reminder that even in our greatest moments, we are tethered to biology. The moon is not Earth. It has no breath, no pulse. Its surface is a graveyard of cosmic violence, pocked by meteors and scorched by unfiltered sunlight. Yet in that stillness lies a paradox. The absence of change is what preserves the past. The footprints, those delicate imprints of human boots, remain as sharp today as they were in 1969. No wind erases them. No rain blurs their edges. The paths traced by those first explorers, dark lines etched in the regolith as they moved between experiments, are still visible, captured in high-resolution images by orbiting spacecraft. In 2009, a lunar probe skimmed just 24 kilometers above the surface, its cameras revealing the descent stage's shadow, the trails of footsteps, the scattered remnants of humanity's brief visit. These images are not just photographs, they are time capsules, proof that we were there, that we dared to step beyond our cradle. But preservation does not mean immunity. The moon's environment is a crucible of extremes. Daytime temperatures soar to 260 degrees Fahrenheit, baking the surface in relentless sunlight, while nighttime plunges to minus 280 degrees, a cold that can fracture metal. Cosmic radiation, unshielded by atmosphere or magnetic field, bombards everything, breaking molecular bonds and fading colors. The golden foil on the lunar module, once gleaming, has likely dulled under decades of ultraviolet assault. The flag, woven of ordinary nylon, was never meant to endure such conditions. If it remains at all, it is likely a ghost of itself, brittle, bleached white, perhaps disintegrated into fragments by the relentless solar glare. The scientific instruments, built with greater care, may still function, their metal casings resisting the moon's slow erosion. The laser reflector, for instance, continues to bounce signals back to Earth, a quiet testament to engineering foresight. Yet even these robust relics bear the scars of time, their surfaces pitted by micrometeorites, their luster faded by the unyielding passage of years. What of the life left behind? Within those waste bags, trillions of microbes, unintentional stowaways from Earth, were abandoned to the lunar void. These microscopic travelers, carried in human waste, faced an environment unlike any on Earth, a vacuum devoid of air, temperatures swinging between fire and ice, and radiation that would shred most organic matter. Could any have survived? The odds are vanishingly small, yet not zero. Certain Earth microbes, like tardigrades or extremophile bacteria, have endured the vacuum of space in experiments, clinging to life in conditions that defy reason. If any lunar microbes persisted, they would be sealed within those bags, frozen in time, perhaps mutated by radiation into forms unknown. Astrobiologists speculate about these possibilities, not because they expect thriving lunar ecosystems, but because the question probes the resilience of life itself. Could Earth's biology, even in its smallest forms, leave a lasting mark on another world? The answer, still unknown, hums with profound implications. From Earth, the Apollo 11 site is invisible, too small for even the mightiest telescopes to resolve. But from lunar orbit, it is a shrine. The 2009 images, stark and monochromatic, reveal a scene unchanged yet transformed. The descent stage, the footprints, the scattered tools, they form a tableau of human endeavor, a snapshot of a species reaching beyond its limits. The moon's lack of atmosphere, its geological inertia, ensures that this site could endure for millions of years, perhaps outlasting humanity itself. Unlike Earth, where footprints vanish in moments, the moon holds its scars forever. This permanence is both haunting and humbling. It suggests that our actions, however fleeting, can echo across time, etched into the universe's memory. The site is more than relics and footprints, it is a symbol of what we can achieve. It speaks of a time when humanity, fractured by conflict and bound by gravity, looked upward and dared to dream. The objects left behind, the tools, the symbols, the waste, are not just debris. They are artifacts of a moment when we transcended our origins, when we became, for a fleeting instant, a multi-planetary species. Scientists now argue that this site deserves protection, a designation as extraterrestrial cultural heritage. They envision a future where lunar missions tread lightly, preserving this sacred ground as a monument to exploration. Some even imagine a day when visitors, astronauts, settlers or tourists, stand at the edge of the Sea of Tranquility, gazing at the undisturbed dust, awestruck by the audacity of those first steps. The moon is a mirror, reflecting both our past and our potential. Its silence amplifies the weight of our presence, the fragility of our existence. The Apollo 11 site, frozen in time, is a reminder that we are a species capable of greatness, of reaching beyond the known to touch the infinite. Yet it also whispers of our impermanence. The faded foil, the brittle flag, the uncertain fate of those microbes, they remind us that even our boldest achievements are subject to the universe's relentless laws. What will remain in 1,000 years? 1,000,000? Will future beings, human or otherwise, stand on that same dust, deciphering our relics as we decipher ancient ruins? Will they see us as pioneers or as fleeting visitors, leaving only echoes in the lunar silence? The Sea of Tranquility is no longer just a place. It is a story, a chapter in the saga of a species that refused to be confined. Those footprints, those artifacts, that moment, they are a beacon calling us back to the stars. They challenge us to return, to build, to explore, to carry the spark of curiosity further than ever before. One day, perhaps, we will walk again on that ancient dust, not as visitors but as inhabitants, weaving new stories into the moon's eternal silence. Until then, the Apollo 11 site stands as a testament to what we were, what we are, and what we might yet become. A fragile, fleeting, yet indomitable mark on the cosmos. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the wonders of space. Your support makes it possible to continue sharing the marvels of the universe with the world. We can keep exploring the stars and uncovering the secrets of the cosmos. Until next time, keep looking up